Hey guys, it's Mui Chan. Welcome back to my channel, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. You're watching Teddy Bear TV. So we're here in my room. You're watching Teddy Bear TV, and if you watched this playlist before, I do random collections on here, and you can find things like from toys that I collect, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, some loose figures, He-Man. Um, what else do I collect? Comic books. I do a lot of comic book content on here. Um, and then I do Build-A-Bear, is what originally this channel was called Teddy Bear TV, because I was collecting Build-A-Bear. So I started collecting on this channel Build-A-Bear. Well, first, I'm getting all over the place. So first, this video you're watching is my Cabbage Patch collection. Now, I don't have a lot of Cabbage Patch. I don't think I have a lot. There's a lot of creators on YouTube that have way more Cabbage Patch than I do. I just have a few here behind me. I hope I'm in frame. I hope you can see me. So, get down, Blue. Blue's here. He's trying to get on camera. No! Blue, behave. What was I saying? So this is a Cabbage Patch video. My Cabbage Patch collection. I don't have a lot. I've just recently started. I've been collecting for I've been collecting for a long time, for a couple years, but just recently I started up again, like January. Now, so I started Teddy Bear TV by collecting Build-A-Bear, and that's where I got the name Teddy Bear TV, because I used to do Teddy Bear, Build-A-Bear stuff, collect Build-A-Bears, and I still do that from time to time. I do gotta do a Build-A-Bear collection video. I haven't done that because my Build-A-Bears are kind of in storage, and they come out every now and then when I'm at comic shows or toy shows, because I go sell. So I collect, yes and no. So I like collect to sell. Hold on to some of this stuff for a little while, and then sell it. Some of the stuff. I'm not a big hold on to your collection for a long time. Only on some of my items I do hold on to it for like 10 plus years, but most of it's just, I call it like cycling through, collecting and selling, collecting and reselling. So first I started getting off tangent again. First I started Build-A-Bear. Then I went to Labubu. I was collecting Labubu for a while, and I had recently stopped that. But then again, like I always say, you never know when I'll pick up a Labubu. Then I collected Hello Kitty plushies. And I've been doing that also on and off for a long time, but I'm kind of doing I do collect a certain item, certain kind of plushies, and then move on to the next. So there's Hello Kitty, Build-A-Bear, the Boo Boo, Hello Kitty mini plushes. Then I was doing Gremlins. I was collecting Gizmo, the movie props, and I still might get another one, but those are kind of pricey. Those are like $100 each, $100+. So I haven't collected one in a while. And then I took a break from the Gremlins or the Mogwais, and I started collecting cabbies again. In my state, I'm in Texas. It's kind of hard to find cabbies for some reason at the thrift store. I do find them at the thrift store and get good prices, but really, those I usually find like the babies or the cuties at the thrift, and I haven't found a Cabbage Patch Kid. The Cabbage Patch Kids that I have in this video I'm going to show you, I found at vintage toy stores around town, and none at the thrift though. And I would like to find them at the thrift because I see some people on YouTube they have found them at the thrift and they only pay like $6 or like maybe $8. And when I go try to find cabbies, I gotta go to the vintage toy stores and they come out to like 20, maybe $30 is my most expensive one, and they've gone up to like 70, which is still a good deal because I know they're selling them for 70, but like the one I saw for 70 was an original, and I know it's worth like $200, so it's still like a good deal. Um, so we're just gonna go in this video. I'm gonna go through and show you all my Cabbage Patch Kids. So I have cuties. We'll start with the cuties. They're all back here, and then we'll do the babies, and then we'll do my Cabbage Patch Kids. So let's get started so this video is not so super long. And we'll do the cuties. First cutie here is I got this little pup dog. I hope you could see it. Got this little pup dogger. And this one I found this one on the street. So I found him around the street, laying on the street. Someone had thrown him out of the car or something, and his face is actually cracked. That's why I put the Band-Aid on there. And I don't care that he's destroyed or whatever. He's super cute, puppy dog, and the cuties are awesome. They could suck their thumbs, but even though he was like dirty and his face was cracked, he kind of reminded me of a Garbage Pail Kid. So I kept him. And I do love Garbage Pail Kids. I do collect Garbage Pail Kids also. So the thing about me and cabbies is I never got to collect them when I was little because, well, if you don't know, I'm non-binary and I'm biologically a boy. And when I was a little kid, I was always gay, but in the 80s, it wasn't. Well, let's just say the boys were very toxic masculinity, and I was kind of afraid to tell my friends that I loved cabbies. Now I always used to play with my girl cousins, and my girl cousins had a lot of cabbies, and that's where I would play cabbies with Cabbage Patch dolls and Cabbage Patch little toys that they used to collect. So I did play with cabbies, but I never told nobody. Nowadays it's different, so I don't care really what people think. I just want to be me, and I want to express myself and present myself as female. And I don't care that I collect dolls. Like, I don't care if anybody thinks that I collect dolls. I think they're super cute and adorable. The cuties are bald headies. He does have still like a little dirt on his head. So that's the first cutie. And those are from I think I want to say 2016, but I gotta get my glasses. Maybe 2022. Let me get my glasses so I can read. What is this? These are Blue Behave. These are like 2016, 2017. So next up is a baby turtle. And yeah, the cuties are so cute. I guess that's why they call them cuties, duh. But they remind me of Garbage Pail Kids. Because they're doing like a little, like an animal or something. They're in costume. And I hope you can see this. Let me get over here so I can make sure I'm in frame. The turtle cutie. Christmas cutie. He's in his little winter clothes. You can see that. Next is a sheepy. A sheepy cutie. And this one has hair. It's not like the bald ones. She has some hair. And this one's different than these three. Because these three have where they could suck their thumbs. Well, this one can't really do it. Oh, there it goes. These have where they could suck their thumbs. This one might be an older one. Can't really read the year. I have to get my glasses again. What's the year on this one? This one's probably 2014 or something. This one's 2010. This cutie. She has some little hearts on her cheek also. And a little pink nose. And then she has a little tuft of curly hair. And she has a little bow. And you put her sheep hoodie on, her onesie. Bring her closer. Maybe you could see how her cheek has marking on it. Sorry about the lighting, guys. She has like a little tuft of hair and a little bow on her ear. This one's one of my favorites. She does have like cloth hands. They're not the vinyl. And then she also has hearts on her feet. She has like a pattern, which is cute. The fifth cutie I have is a panda bear. Looks like another 2010. Little panda bear. If we could see him. Just try to bring him closer so you could see him. Next up is the fox. Got a fox cutie. Little tail. And maybe like a sticker on him from somewhere. With the vinyl hands. No hair. The fox. Next we got a little poodle dog. Blue, behave. Got a little poodle dog. And this one has the pink with the cloth hands. So this is another like 2010. They can't suck their thumb or nothing, but they're still cute. And they have the pattern on the feet, or like the different cloth on the feet. Just doing different shots because I hope you could see her. Next up is, so these are just came out in February. These are new cuties. These are Barnyard Friends. They also have names. Sorry, I took off the tags on two of them, and it had their names, so I don't know their names anymore. But this one, luckily, I left a tag on the doggy. So these are the Barnyard Friends cuties, and they're the same style as the other ones with the vinyl hands. The hoodies still come off. This one looks like a remade of the brown one, of the brown pup dog, except the marking on the eye is different. And he has like a little bone instead of a bow tie. He has a bone on his neck. Sorry, I know this is not the best Cabbage Patch video there is. This is just basically my little collection. What was I gonna say? Well, I guess let me just do try to do a better up close. The barnyard friends. Next up is the piglet. She's cute. I don't know her name though. Like I said, I took off the tag and threw it away. I didn't know it had the name. Oh, this one's called Benny Puppy. So now they have names. Benny Puppy. I don't know if the other ones have names either. Maybe they do. But yeah, I didn't notice that the names are on the tag. Let's see. So this one has like a purple, shimmery kind of fabric on the chest and on the feet for the pig toes. And this one, she just looks really happy in her pig onesie. And again, they kind of remind me of Garbage Pail Kids because they're like wearing these costumes. And you know how Garbage Pail Kids, they do like a pig one or like, you know, like different characters. So these cuties kind of remind me of Garbage Pail, even though they're not Garbage Pail. There's the piggy. And last cutie is the duck. Now I love ducks. Ducks are one of my favorite animals. Get down, Blue. Blue, get down. Sorry guys, Blue is bothering me. Sorry, Blue. Oh god. He's such a bugaboo sometimes. He's trying to play with the cabbies or smell them or something. Blue, no! Stay outside. Oh god, guys, he's messing my video up. Anyway, if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen Blue before, he's my blue healer. I love him to death, but he's kind of a bugaboo, like I said. He keeps video bombing me. Anyways, here is the duck. And the duck has like little web feet with some striped, different pattern, different color orange striped legs, and a little duck bill. And duck is cute, super cute with the purple bow on his neck. And here's the ducky. And those are all the cuties. I have all my cuties here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cuties. And I'm always collecting cuties when I find them. I don't always collect them though, because I do find them in the vintage toy stores, and I have left some behind. But right now I'm collecting the new ones. When I see the new ones at the store, I pick them up. The old ones not really so much. I'm looking right now for Cabbage Patch Kids is what I'm trying to purchase. So these are all the cuties. Let's put these back. Next we're going to take a look at my Cabbage Patch Babies. And my Cabbage Patch Babies, I have found these are the ones I find mostly. Cuties too, but the babies I mostly find them at the thrift. So here's the first baby I found at the thrift. This is the one I just recently found, not too long ago. And she's a little Asian baby. And the babies are pretty cool because it's like a whole vinyl doll. I hope you guys could see this. If not, I'll bring her closer to the camera. She has a little tuft of black hair, corn silk, and most of these are corn silk. I do have yarn heads, but they're coming up later. And she came with the clothing. I don't know if these are Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh yeah, they are Cabbage Patch. They have markings. They have tags. Yeah, she has her Cabbage Patch clothing. But again, she was at the thrift just thrown, and I had to like clean her up a little bit. Um, Cabbage Patch Baby. Here's the bottle. I'll bring her closer. I do like the Cabbage Patch Babies. They're not my favorite though, but I do love them. They're awesome. And I just like that this is a whole vinyl doll. They sit like a baby. These don't have Pampers on. I'm going to put Pampers on later though. I think one of them does have a Pamper. I like to do Pampers on my Cabbage Patchies because it makes them look more realistic. Here's my second Cabbage Patch Baby. This one doesn't have hair. She's a little body with a pink shirt top and a pamper. And the reason why I put a pamper on this one is because she didn't have any bottoms. So this is the first one I put a pamper on. She needed a pamper. So here's the second Cabbage Patch Baby. Again, I hope I'm getting everything. And then I have another Asian baby boy. This one has a lot of hair. I guess it would be like a, not a baby per se, but like a 1-year-old or 2-year-old. And this one has a whole outfit. And I don't know for sure if this outfit is a Cabbage Patch outfit, because I don't see a tag on this clothing. He does have like little shoes, little slippers, and a little monster shirt. And he does have like a little hole in his mouth for, I guess, for like a sippy cup or a bottle or something. This one looks more like a 1-year-old than a baby per se. Hope you could see that. There's a cute little haircut. So next up, oh no, I have one more Cabbage Patch Baby. And it's a little black girl, or maybe a little Latina. She's brown skin. This one has a little jumper. And she's doing a laughy face. She has a little tuft of hair, little blonde hair. Yeah, I really do like the Cabbage Patch Babies. Can you see that? Sorry, I'm just like all over the place with this video. It's not even like real professional. But that's what you have to do sometimes when you're trying to get content and film things. And then I have this baby bag that I got for free from one of the vintage toy stores. And this toy store is in San Antonio, Coachella. I'll plug them here. They're in the Wonderland Mall. I'm not going to tell you all my vintage toy stores because I don't want people going there and purchasing what I might purchase. You know, I kind of don't like to say where I get my things, but I'll give Kachilla, you know, a shout out because he did give me a free baby bag. And this is a cute retro 1980s baby bag where you could put clothing. I just put Pampers in here. I put the baby Pampers, and you can feel like a real mommy. And it has this Cabbage Patch logoing. Hope you could see it. Can't really like. I'm trying to get it into frame. It has a stork, the Cabbage Patch stork, which I always thought was cute. So I guess we'll take a look at this next before we go into more dolls. This I got at another vintage toy store. It's a Cabbage Patch luggage, and it has a lot of Cabbage Patch clothes in there. So after this video, I'm gonna dress up some of my cabbies that I have right now, Cabbage Patch Kids, my Cabbage Patch Kids in some new clothing. And I guess I'll do a video once I put them in a new clothing, and then we'll take a look. Well, first we'll take a look in here, I guess at the same time or whatever. Or first we'll take a look at the bag. This is a retro Cabbage Patch tote bag, which is awesome. I'll get it closer for you guys. I hope you can see. And it has a pink Cabbage Patch Kids on the back, which I think is cute. I love the logo in pink. It's awesome, I think. It's usually in green, but in pink, I think it's super cute. So yeah, I just have some keys and a lock on the side. And I have a lot of vintage cabbie clothes in here. And we'll take a look at that later on. Then I picked up at the Hobby Lobby some Cabbage Patch, I guess, repair items, because on some of my Cabbage Patch Kids have to be repaired, because when you find them at the thrift or at the vintage toy store, sometimes they're not, you know, they're not pristine. Sometimes they're missing like some of the stitching in their legs or in their hands. So I got this pincushion heart, and I got some yarn for the resewing, and I got a daw needle. It's like a special long daw needle, and I haven't repaired any cabbies yet. So my first repair I'll show you will be on one of these cabbies from the 90s, and I got to repair her leg. Kind of nervous because I've never done it before, but I've been watching some videos on how to repair. Then I got some sewing scissors. So that's something you need when you start collecting cabbies if you want to repair them. So first we're going to check out another item I got for free. And this is from the awesome people at Kachilla also, that vintage toy store. And it's where I also pick up some of my cabbies. And this is a doll baby, the original doll baby from Martha Nielsen Thomas, the creator of the original Cabbage Patch doll. And this is just a head. I'll try to bring this closer for you guys. Hope you could see it even though it's kind of dark. There's the 5 different styles of heads you can get. Here's another side. And the Cabbage Patch original, well, not Cabbage Patch, the doll babies, what they used to be called. The doll babies are, what do you call it, have like a different style of face. So that's the most vintage that I have. But I also have another vintage. I have a whole doll baby here. The original Cabbage Patch Kids. This one wasn't too pricey. She was only about $40, almost $50 with tax. But they do start going up in price the older they get. And then at the toy store that I got her, they had another one. They had an original Cabbage Patch that I almost bought with the painted on eyes, and that one was 70. And I don't know, I might go get her. I don't know. It's kind of a high price, even though it's cheap because they're worth about $200. So yeah, these are kind of a little bit chunkier, and the sewing on the hands are different. The face is different, but I kind of do like the look. I have nothing against these doll babies, and these are from the creator of the Martha ones, which the Xavier ones, they say that, I'm not sure, but they say, I guess he copied or stole the design from her, and they had a big lawsuit before Cabbage Patch came out. Hope I got her in frame so you could see her. This is my yarn head doll baby. So yeah, she's still cute, and I love her. But that's my two doll babies. Next, we're gonna do a Cabbage Patch Kid, and this is a 1984 girl. She still needs a little bit of work and clean up, and she's wearing some clothing that's not a Cabbage Patch clothing, I don't think. It looks like some clothing that they made, that someone made for her. But I can't wait to get her in her Cabbage Patch clothing. That's what I'm going to do after this video. I'm going to put some Cabbage Patch clothing on them. And on this one first, and then on the other ones also. But yeah, this is 1984 Xavier Roberts. And you can tell because it does have the signature on the bum bum. You can show you that. That's how you can tell the difference between the doll babies. Have the Xavier Roberts signature. See, you could see it. I don't know if you could see that or not. And yeah, this is the first one that I got when I started collecting cabbies again. And I do like these kind. These are the ones I grew up with. These are the ones that have the different, they have like the cute little button nose compared to the doll babies. The doll babies have like kind of like a long nose with long nostrils. I don't know if you can see the difference from that far away, but there's a doll baby and a cabbie side by side. This one has the dimples and one tooth, which is super cute, the one tooth. Okay, now the second one that I collected, that I got at a toy store, at a vintage toy store, is this 90s yarn head, but like she has like this kind of updo puffy hair bangs, crimp and curl style yarn. I don't know how to describe it, but she's like a 90s cabbie. Not really like a full grown Cabbage Patch Kid, more like a toddler, I guess. This one's super cute because she has her tongue sticking out, but she does have like a little mark on the nose. What I've been trying to get out with a lot of different chemicals and stuff, and I've been trying to do an acne treatment to get that out. I've done like 4 or 5 treatments, but it's still there. I'm gonna try another chemical probably this weekend to see if I can get it out. And then she has like one of her legs is missing a lot of the yarn. Well, both of them actually are missing the not the yarn, but oh yeah, the yarn threading has come out, and I think on the hands too a little bit. So this one needs repair. This is the one that I was gonna repair. I don't know if you could see the leg. One of the legs is puffier than the other. This one's super cute 90s. I love the 90s cabbies. The 90s cabbies are cool. They look like cooler, I think, in my opinion, than the 80s ones. And then one more. This is a crybaby cabbie. And she kind of has the yarn hair of the. She's kind of like the same kind of yarn hair style as the doll baby. Um, the awesome thing about this crybaby though is that she's posable. So she has like the, what do you call it? She has the wire inside her where you could pose the legs differently. She could sit down, you can move the arms, you know, you could pose her, she could stand on her head. See if that works kind of. But this is the crybaby, and this one seems to be intact. She has all the stitching still, and she does have some Cabbage Patch clothing, a t-shirt that says "I went to Holland." I don't know why she has that on, but that's what she came with. I don't know which factory this one's from. I have to do some more research. But she's in pretty good condition. She just needs like a little bit of a wash. She has some, I guess, stain damage on one of the legs. And then I put blush on her. So I gave her some rosy cheeks. I put a little bit of blush. And I did, so I went to look on YouTube on how to do it, and people are painting them with like oil based paint. But I didn't want to do that. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put real makeup. So I did real blush. And I just put a little bit of powder blush. And I think it came out pretty good. But she has like rosy cheeks that I put on there. And I just used some of my makeup on her to do that. I didn't put oil paint. I kind of didn't want to paint her. It was the thing. I didn't want to put oil paint on it. So that's all my Cabbage Patch dolls, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I really love Cabbage Patch Kids, and I love Garbage Pals, and they're just so cute. I think I just love them so much. I don't know what else I could say about them. I'm just collecting more and more until I get like tired of them, and then I'll just go back to like Build a Bear or something else, or who knows what I'm going to collect in the future. Now, like I said, all these are my collection, but I do sell the cuties. I have been known to sell some of these at my toy shows. When I dress them up, if I dress them up and sell them, they'll go up in price. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this one and this one. I might keep these three, maybe all four of these Cabbage Patch Kids, because I'm not ready to sell them yet. But I do like, my collection is not. It's like a moving collection. Like I collect and I sell. I guess that's about it for Teddy Bear TV tonight. Stay tuned because there will be another cabbie video. I'm gonna do a clothing video, and then we'll do a dress up. So thanks for watching, guys. I love you. Just take a up close shot of my cabbies before I go. Do a little round around the rosy. There's the baby doll up close. Just in case you guys didn't get a good shot of them. There's the crybaby. The 90s doll. There's the 84. And then there's the babies. And then we have the baby bag. That cute little logo, Cabbage Patch Airways. And then all the cuties that I've collected over the years. And last thing we'll check out is this Cabbage Patch Kids luggage, our tote bag. It's so awesome. It's so cute. And then here's up close of the back, the pink logo. 1983. Again, guys, thanks for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. We'll be back with more Teddy Bear TV.